And you called Bo Nix, your latest quarterback, a freak of nature. Why?
This is, composure, number one. I think as a young quarterback in this league, you can get, jitters and, get, down on yourself, but you never see that from him. You see calm, collective, composed, ready to rock every single day. And, it's so cool to see that. And, you talk about some of the greatest quarterbacks in our league with Tom Brady and Peyton Manning, Drew Brees, and, Ryan Allen and all these guys. And, you look at their composure and their demeanor of being great, Patty Mahomes and all these guys. And that's what Bo brings. He brings the composure, not just to himself, but to his teammates. And, when you're in the huddle and you got to drive the ball, and, we were one of the best 2-minute teams in football last year, and you just see him just make passes time and time again, and and then just work on his craft in the off season, and then getting ready for this mini camp that we just finished, and now training camp. The sky's the limit for the kid, and I think as long as he keeps his composure and stays calm and collective, and we feel that, he brings the energy every single day, and then it's just our job up front to do what we need to do to give him the time to put the ball in our playmakers' hands.
Was there a time during last season when that really stuck out to you once you guys get to live action? Like, oh man, this guy is maybe even more ready than we thought, being with him throughout the offseason.
Yeah, I think there's the big time throws. One throw that, rings a bell to me is when we were playing Cincinnati Bengals, and, we were running a play action pass, and, he launched the ball, 60 plus yards in the air to Marvin Mims. I mean, what a freak of a throw that was. We all saw that, and, just watching that ball throw in the sky, and it was like, man, like he had to put that right in his hands. And, to make that type of a throw to where he doesn't, skip a beat and he's still running in stride is, that's a hard thing to do. And, a lot of quarterbacks underthrow or overthrow, but just to be that dialed in, and then, in big time moments, never be afraid of those moments. There's times where we had to score in the fourth quarter to win a game, and there's times where we had to drive in the, fourth quarter in a 2-minute drive, or, or before halftime to put points on the scoreboard to win. And, he's just, no matter what the situation is, no matter, the stress level it is, no matter how rocking the stadium is, that man never blinks. And it's just super impressive to watch him lead our team and to be that example for us.